Hello everyone. This video is going to show you how to fix an iPod which displays a folder icon and does not function at all. The first things that you're going to need is, of course, your iPod. This particular iPod is an iPod click wheel. It's everything from first to about fifth generation. These are the types of iPods which usually have this problem and which people have complained about. So you're going to need your iPod. Second thing you're going to need, of course, is your Apple iPod sync cable, which you use to connect to your computer. And you're also going to need an iPod wall charger. So basically, let's get started. The first thing you have to do with your iPod, which displays this folder icon, it will have, instead of the Apple, will have the folder icon. The first thing you have to do is to reset the iPod. To do that, you hold down the center button, which I'm pointing to right here, which is called the select button, and at the same time hold down the menu button. Now what's going to happen after a few seconds, without letting it go, holding them down both at the same time, the iPod will power off. There will be nothing on there. As soon as you let go of the menu button, right away, without even letting go of the select button, hold down the play button. So now it's going to be the select button and play button at the same time. Now what should happen after you do that, after a few seconds, you'll see the Apple logo power on. Like I said, after you let go of these buttons, the Apple logo should power on after initially powering off. And this will blink the Apple logo. It'll blink a little bit, and then it'll turn into this screen right here, which is called disk mode. It'll say disk mode right across here, these two words. You'll see a check button, and it'll say OK to disconnect. And that's what you're going to get. Now after this appears, what you should do is plug the iPod in. I would like to mention that you should, while you do this procedure, you should have your iPod plugged in into your wall charger as you do the procedure I just mentioned. So have that plugged in. And right over here where I'm pointing to in the upper right hand part of the screen, there's a battery meter. It's going to start moving. You should have this thing fully charged. When this meter stops moving, it should take about 5-6 hours, generally on the larger hard drive based iPods. The smaller iPods like the Nanos, if you do experience this folder icon problem, it doesn't take that long to charge. These do. Wait till this is fully loaded and done and fully charged up. It doesn't move anymore, and that's that. It's still going to show the disk mode screen, and that's what you do with this step. The next step you have to do is to take your iPod and your USB cable, connect, of course, this side right here that I'm pointing to your bottom of your iPod, and you connect this side to your computer. And once you do that, iTunes should automatically load. If you don't have iTunes installed, make sure you install it with the latest version of iTunes and the one that is connected to your operating system. You should see it on Apple's website. Once it's loaded up, once iTunes loads on your computer, what you do is you go to the iTunes main screen, and you should see your iPod listed there. And what you do is you basically, you should see it on the left part of the screen. You just click on the iPod itself, and then it should show your iPod. If it's personalized, it should say update and restore. Click on the restore tab, and it should start restoring. It should take maybe about a minute, usually less. You'll see a status bar going up slowly like a meter. It'll show restoring, and then when it's restored, it's going to say, there's another screen that's going to come up like a gray box. It's going to say your iPod has been fully restored to factory settings. Please connect to your wall charger. And then on your iPod, you're going to see a screen that looks like this. You're going to see a screen on your iPod that's going to show a charger plugging into a standard wall outlet. Now the next thing you're going to have to do is disconnect your iPod from your computer out of your USB cable, remove the USB cable, and then you connect it to the wall charger. Plug the wall charger into the wall, and then your iPod is going to show an apple, and on the bottom you're going to see a meter going up. That means it's fully restoring. After this is done, when that meter fully goes up to the end, the iPod should blink off again, and then you should see the menu like the iPod is supposed to have, and when it's supposed to be working, the main menu with your songs. Actually, the songs are not going to be there. I would like to mention that when you restore to factory setting, you will lose all your data, and there's nothing that you can do about it unless you can access your iPod and get the songs off, or if you already have your iPod songs on your computer, so you can just basically sync them again. You will lose all the data that's on there, but your iPod will work again and should go back to the main menu and should work like new. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Any comments, please leave them below the video. And if you have any other specific issue or problem with your iPod, you might want to check out the largest video tutorial website on iPod repair. It's fixyouripod.weebly.com. Thank you for tuning in.